Senator Mitch McConnell was back in Kentucky today, receiving recognition for his years of service to both the country and the Commonwealth.
Wave News reporter Logan Perrone shares the senator's comments about ongoing conflicts overseas and the fight in Kentucky for seats in Washington.
Senator Mitch McConnell was on post here at Fort Knox on Thursday, being honored for his commitment to the post. But we did get to ask him about several topics, the war in Iran and the Kentucky primaries, just to name a few. Senator McConnell offered his support for continued action in Iran while opposing U.S. boots on the ground. President Trump hasn't specified how long operations will last, though. McConnell argues the damage done to Iran's military capabilities is worth the wait.
Whenever he decides enough is enough, a lot will have been done to improve the situation.
While the senator has been a constant figure in the field of politics, the landscape around him has changed dramatically. McConnell says nastiness in politics is everywhere on both sides and argues some issues should be above partisanship.
I've always thought there were some things worth getting into an argument over, and other things that we ought to learn to work together across party lines and get an outcome.
Many of those issues benefited people here in Kentucky, and especially at Fort Knox since the 2005 base realignment. On Thursday, the Knox Regional Development Alliance awarded McConnell its Sounds of Freedom Award.
Senator McConnell's efforts helped change the face of Fort Knox and what it does.
As the long-serving senator nears the end of his public service, his legacy will also be immortalized in stone at the Kentucky State Capitol. The recognition is a small reminder of his lasting contributions to the Commonwealth.
Here at the end of my tenure, it's nice to be recognized. I appreciate that. And also to have the feeling that maybe I made a difference and was helpful.
Reporting at Fort Knox, Logan Perrone, Wave News.